Grandpa Jones, that good old Mountain Dew. I found out that Mountain Dew was a nickname for moonshine. I had no idea all these years. Now I have an idea why I'm addicted to Mountain Dew.
From the middle of nowhere, in the warehouse studio, it's the Blade podcast, and here is Blade.
Grandpa Jones, I don't know, those old videos, just came across it somewhere. Kind of comforting, always entertaining. And those banjo players, wow. But I have a hip update. 18 months ago, I had hip replacement surgery. And, picture, if you will, a queen with a scepter. Not like a wand, but like a scepter. And it's like a ball at the end of a long stick that's pointed, and they put that in, and that's your new hip. All in the matter of 4 hours. It's like outpatient, right? And so I've got this new hip, and the ortho told me 2 weeks after in the follow-up, listen, your right leg is going to feel a little bit longer than your left leg, for a while, but with rehab and over time, it'll all even out. Well, 18 months later, it hasn't evened out. Just feel like this circus attraction, step right up and see the tilted man. My right leg is like an inch longer than my left leg. My middle leg now, sorry, that remained intact. The same. I could go either way with that. I could actually, self-deprecate myself and that potential joke, or I could deify myself, but I left it open-ended, as you can see. But, and so I look it up on the internet. How do I fix this? A year and a half later, and nothing's changed. Grandpa McCoy.
Dead blasted.
What's wrong, Senor Grandpa?
I don't know what's come over that George McMichael.
Took me all these years and a hip replacement to figure out why he walked like that. The real McCoys. So I look it up on the internet. How do I fix this, or am I stuck with it the rest of my life? And here's what I find. A non-surgical repair is a shoe lift. It's those black tennis shoes that have an inch sole on them, and you wear that on your shorter leg, and the other tennis shoe is like normal. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to wear a shoe lift. They've got some very nice options, No. Getting old is tough, because I'm just not going to do that. It's tough because I got out of the shower the other day, and I am seriously thinking about getting one of those long metallic handles and putting that in the shower. I don't want to fall in It's come down to that. I'm not aging well. I'm really not. I'm not aging gracefully at all. I talk to my buddies who are basically my same age, same age as me, and they say, just get over it, accept it, and just go play on the white tees. And you drive around this town, you do, and you see this bevy of $300 cars, and it's just a character trait of the town. I just really enjoy it. I really do. And we have like two junkyards in this town, right? And they compete against each other, and they have a ball. They do. It's like Marco's, I think, and then you have, it's Eduardo's, and you have Marco's Collision and Repair, and they compete against each other, and they just have fun doing it. And I keep waiting for Eduardo to have a sign up, one day that says, come on in for the Black Friday sale, car starting at $16, And then Marco would have to undercut him, and then you'd see his sign, come on in for the Black Friday sale, car starting at $15, And the grease monkeys that they have in this town, they'll run. We see them everywhere. I'm from the Triangle in North Carolina, Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill. And by the way, I always wish they'd come up with something more, come on guys, more imaginative than the Triangle, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, because it's not a triangle. I know this stuff. What it is, it's a scalene. triangle. It's a scalene triangle. So really, I'm not from the triangle. I'm from the scalene triangle. Now, you could add Pittsburgh there, and you could say, hey, I'm from the trapezoid in North Carolina. I just want to be able to say I'm from the trapezoid, and look at all the blank looks when you say that, which would end the conversation, which I don't want to have anyway. But people always remark when they would visit the scalene triangle, they would always remark all the Yankees that would move there. And by the way, you could be from Yuma, Arizona, or Juneau, Alaska, or Oslo, Norway, and you'd be a Yankee because you're not from around here. But people would visit and people would move here, and they'd always remark about the high-end, high-scale cars that they have around here. Damn, Blade, I've never seen so many Beamers, or Lexuses, Lexi, or Hummers, or Audis, or Volvos, Land Rovers in this town. And it's true, and I never thought about it. Look at all these expensive cars they have here. And if you were to come down here and visit me, you'd say, damn, Blade, I've never seen so many $300 cars. Just the way it is around here. Well, it's the end of the year, and it's always asked in all the family gatherings, what were you thankful for in 2024, right? And it's so hard to come up with something, I know, hang out with family, relatives, extended, hundreds of them, and what were you thankful for? And nobody can really come up with anything except for, I've got to, thankful for my wonderful husband. I'm thankful for my beautiful wife, and I'm thankful for my darling children, and, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl or whatever. It's never anything eventful. Here's the things that I am not thankful for in 2024. And let's start with number one, the price of fast food. Double cheeseburger combos are $14.92 now. I can't eat fast food anymore. And that'll happen this year. The inflation thing, food is so expensive. I am not thankful for that. So now I'll just eat what do I eat? Egg salad sandwich. Now. Things I'm not thankful for in 2024. Two-step authentication, because it's not two-step. It's 5 or 6 or 7 steps if you're lucky enough to sign in. Drives me insane in 2024. I get the greatest joy. One thing I'm thankful for in 2024 is my National Geographics, and I've got 1 million of them, and it's scary because now I see how you can become a hoarder. They're so cool, and they look good, and they're beautiful, and they have these storage cases you can put them in. They're so hard to throw away. And I can just see it 10 years from now trying to move, and I got 10 tons of, National Geographics that I haven't thrown away, but you just can't throw them away. And I've got them everywhere. Look at this. But I was reading about the Okapi, O-K-A-P-I. Right, okay, and as you can see, you can't tell whether it's a giraffe or a zebra. What is it? But it just has the greatest life. It roams through the Amazon jungle, and when it feels like eating, it just reaches up and grabs like a date or a, fig leaf or a, nuts, leaves, tree bark, fungi, and has a couple of chomps, and they're good. I'm happy. If I ever have to come back as an animal in some other life, would you please not make me a lion? Those poor lions, they got to sit, in the plains of Africa in 125-degree temperatures underneath the only tree and wait for a herd of gazelles to come rumbling by, and then they have to take off after them, and now they've got a chance to eat that day. 60 miles an hour they got to run and possibly catch a gazelle so they can eat and be happy.
That should just about do it.
So that's another thing I'm thankful for here in 2024, that I'm not a lion.
All Blade content is available at bladebrilliant.com.